Hey, today is the first day of spring. Garden tour. I don't even know why I'm doing this, except for I do want to see next year where I was at this year. So anyways, bunch of, well, you see what's in there. Oh my goodness. Just got lucky with those nasturtium being all the multiple different colors in the same pot. And that it's vining. Never know when I put those seeds in. Okay, here's some of my pots. The petunias are wintered over. Perennial, they're doing so well. Some more nasturtium. I trimmed the banana yesterday. We'll see those in all over the yard in a few minutes. Those are those bulbs I planted a long time ago. Oh my gosh, there's actually gonna be, look at that. Actually, maybe a flower. We'll see. The neighbor's gardener was over yesterday, so of course my dogs dashed in here, knocked down a whole bunch of beautiful poppies. Okay, this is that Agastaki, and it smells so good. Oh, and this too. Okay, so this is the heliotrope that ended up getting planted there. It doesn't look so good, so I'm not sure how that's gonna do. Maybe I put it in the ground too early. Okay, cannas are looking good, but once again, more damage from those stinking dogs trying to get to the neighbor's gardener. Okay, these are some, I think I put in some elephant ears and cannas, some pink cannas, because those will be the orange. My peace lilies, that's a newly planted this season. Some irises, I don't know if I'll get any blooms. I have no idea. I got those from that one guy out in Lamont. Okay, but look at that peace lily bloomed. I think it's called a peace lily. You can see the snails have been eating stuff. See the holes? Stinking snails. I can't use snail killer out here, or that bait stuff, because the dogs like to eat that. They love, as soon as I put it out, they would come and dig it all up and eat it. Baskets are looking great. It's a mess. Like I said, it's a mess out here. Okay, more nasturtium. I actually have sweet pea planted in there too, and that's what those lighter yellow leaves are. The nasturtium kind of just took over, and I'm actually okay with that. I think it's really pretty. We have been having wind and rain. Look at this plant. My kangaroo paw has gotten so big. So big this year. It's pretty poppies. Those are snapdragons that are getting really tall back there. Look at this batch. I think this is scabiola. Look at, it's gonna be so pretty. These hanging pots are doing great. That's verbena from last year. I cut all the way back and it's starting to get flowers on it again. Watch out, Basil. Oh. My nasturtium and jade pot is knocked over. The yellow turned out really pretty. More snapdragons here. Another Agastaki pot. Oh, my ranunculus have been so pretty too. I'll show you these ones over here. Look at how beautiful those are. I don't know, how do people, there we go. Kind of opening right now. And these pots too, you know, these black, I think they're little violas or black violas. And that pink petunia is last year. I got that one at Reimer's. And so that would have been Reimer's 2022 this year, or this time of year. Some red ranunculus. It's a dark red back there. Kind of gets a little bit trampled. Okay. And then kind of avoiding the big old pile of banana, but this is what I did yesterday. Trim them all back. So now I get to clean up all the loose stuff. deal with this over here. We're actually going to use it for raised bed material, I think. Chop it up good. And put it at the bottom of raised beds. Okay, try to walk through here. I actually planted some stuff on the other side of the bananas a few weeks ago, maybe a week or so ago. My cannas. There's this tall one right here. It's actually starting to get some blossoms on it. Okay. Of course, this, had froze out, but it's got all new growth coming in. Bright pink. So pretty. It's really windy out here today. My heuchera is doing really pretty. I'm glad I planted that after all. And this winter, I think it's called autumn sage. I cut it hard back, and it is getting these beautiful purple blossoms. It looks like a brand new plant. Who knew I didn't even know when I bought it that it was going to be, I had no idea. Anyways, more Akastaki here, primrose. First year planting those. Okay, I want to peek around back here. Maybe you can see, maybe not. Maybe it's not enough sun. Try to light my screen. Okay, so I put in some mums that I transplanted from the garden area, and those are yellow. There's really pretty gold yellow mums, and then some of my society garlic. That's back there too, so we'll have the yellow and purple. Oh, look at the mess. More banana plants over there. I will show this. This is pretty cool. I am getting more and more growth on the birds of paradise. Not so much this one do I notice it, but on this one. And look at that. I'm gonna get a bird of paradise flower. That one's down there and it wants to open, but it's just, it hasn't yet. Conditions just aren't exactly right yet. But this has been in the ground since 2019, I think. I had moved them because they weren't doing well. Put them over here. But look, and I had bought these when they were teeny tiny. So probably had I started with bigger ones, I would have been growing more. Okay, I'm gonna I'll do a this is the good old fiddly fig. Pretty crispy ends. I'm not sure, what will happen with it. I do expect new growth though. I think it's just gonna do what it does, and hopefully if not, then it was a good run while it lasted. Okay, so there's some cyclamen. I'll walk through here. Look at how pretty that cyclamen is today. It's looking so good. This is that French tarragon. And I'm so glad I put a sign because it died all the way back. I didn't know anything about it, and I would have forgotten what it was, and even that I had planted it. It's some kind of oregano. This is thyme, rosemary. This is cilantro. I had giants. I wish I had videoed giant cilantro plants back here. Cut them all the way back. This is that other little baby fig, or I forget what they call them. Anyways, it's a smaller one. I just actually pulled off a bunch of its leaves because it wasn't looking so good. And I have hopes for that one too. Okay, all of this in here is overwintered super tuna, like bubble gum. And look at, these are all sweet peas. And they smell good. Okay, here and here, they kind of actually look like the petunia, but those are lisianthus. I just put those in. Basil, let's keep walking. Okay, more sweet potato. Or not sweet potato, sweet pea vine. And you can see the red leaves, or the bougainvillea, that's starting to bud out again after they lost all their leaves this winter. Okay, let's see, more petunias, and they are coming in so beautifully strong. I'm actually really excited because I think they're going to be so healthy this year with such a strong root system. I'll try to get through here without crushing things. Okay, so back where we were. Oh, this is such a, wow, look at all this greenery. So going up, you can see are the sweet peas. And they have blossoms on them already. And then we have nasturtium. I pretty much decided nasturtium just grows so well here that I'm just gonna put little seeds here and there and pretty much everywhere. So there's a close-up of those pretty black violas. I think they're so awesome, especially next to those blue. There's more. This is a pot from last year, and it is that, is it white bacopa? I'm not sure. I think that's what that's called. And then more of the pink petunias. You know, and it's really funny because these petunias are much darker pink right now with the season. So pretty. They're like a few magenta. Okay, and look at that sweet pea up close. I wish it wasn't windy. Such a beautiful, beautiful purple. Okay, you can see the nasturtium is what fills those. Okay, I had the radishes down in here, and I replanted more radishes, so they're coming in. Maybe I can. So see these little heart-shaped kind of leaves on my radishes. This is a cilantro plant, and it is so like hardy and thick, and it's maybe, I don't know. I don't know much about this because it's my first year growing these, but man, they are hanging in there because I chopped it all the way back. Okay, so we've got sweet peas that kind of went out of control. My first year planting those too, and I didn't know how close. I mean, I knew because it said, but I didn't think they were surviving when I planted them because these probably went in the dirt probably in November, if not a little bit sooner, and they weren't growing. And now that they are, they really are. But they're kind of taking over. But look at how pretty those are. So anyways, I heard that you can just let them, if they're on the ground, they'll just bush. So I might have some sweet pea bushes, really pretty ones. Okay, let's go over here. So these are my annuals that I put in, which are actually perennials here. So the stock, those are those really pretty flowers like this. Those are stock plants. And those should grow and keep coming back if I take care of them. Okay, these, I don't know if you can see the vines, blackberry vines. They're looking good. My cannas, I clean those up really good. Trying to not feed the stupid grasshoppers. There's my other cannas. We got some snapdragons in there. More cannas. And then this is another blackberry that I tried to plant in here so we can have it all the way across. I was able to pull out the old raspberry that never did well. Anyway, so yeah, this whole thing will be blackberries. All right, I'm just gonna go. I know we peeked in there, but okay, this is what's going on over here. I love this bed right now. We've got daffodils and geraniums, and I think those are lupine or something. I'm not really sure what they're called, but they're looking so pretty. And look at this happened in like the last day or so. Probably in the last 3 days. All the green is popping out on this citrus, so I really need to give it some food. That's our grapefruit tree. I don't know how long it'll be here. I'm not in love with it. Okay, trimmed these back yesterday. More bananas. They got ginormous this last year. Look at that white daffodil. How pretty that is. That barely yellow. So this was something new we did, was planting these bulbs. Brad and I came out here and put, a bunch in there, not knowing what to expect because it doesn't get a lot of sun back here. And I put them in the ground kind of late. So I think, yeah, this is a little late, mid to almost end of March, third week in March. But they are starting to open up, so it's been pretty cool. And we've had like record amounts of rain this year, so I'm really glad that they didn't get rotted. Like, I'm glad they didn't rot out. Okay, another random nasturtium, and I love that one with it being between those rocks like that. Okay, so this is new this season. all this area back here once we got rid of the fifth wheel. Dug up a bunch of banana plants from another area, planted them here. I cut them all the way back, hoping they'll take root really nicely and not worry about, you know, putting those leaves out. This is, there's an elephant ear I divided out. You know, these are plants that I had and I just moved over here. So Dusty Miller, some more of those golden mums. And then all in here, I have banana plant, or I'm sorry, elephant ears put in the ground, and I'm hoping that's elephant ear. I don't know, I think maybe called it banana. Anyway, those are elephant ears. And those are ones that I just divided from ones that I had a year ago. Some of them were pretty rotted when I pulled them out of the ground, so I'm not sure what will happen. Fingers are crossed on that, because I would love to have that tropical look on this side of the yard, on this side of those bananas, because they'll get plenty of shade. On the other side though, okay, so got these, you know, my Gerber daisies, and I got those all on clearance. I got these little plants, just been in there maybe a week. Those were on clearance for I think $1 each. My Dusty Miller, these are so pretty. These are a different type, and I planted these new this year. This right here is my, I think it's called wallflower, and it's going to be that purple bush. And I had this, it was around my bird bath last season, and it got huge. So that'll be big and purpley, and then you got these yellow ones. And I want everything to be nice and close together so I don't get, you know, hopefully drawn out some weeds. Okay, these are lisianthus. These are 3 lisianthus. I just put those in there, or 4, 3. Okay, look at my snapdragons. These have all, you know, I didn't plant any of them. I don't think I planted any of these new. These are all from last year still. And if I could just keep Basil out of them, she likes to hide her balls in this little, oh, look at how sad this is. Look, these are gonna go in a vase. Aren't they so pretty? Anyways, they break real easily, and she likes to put her balls in there. When she gets tired, she'll take a break and stick her ball in there. Okay, these daisies are so stinking pretty. I really like those. All right, so this side, the driveway side, will receive a lot more sun, especially that hot sun as it's coming down. No, the morning sun. It'll get morning sun. Anyways, I just figured it'll have more sun. Maybe not. I might have to move some stuff. But, you know, I'm just putting stuff in that I had. So mums. There's some mums. There's some mums. Another one of those yellow euonymus, or I don't know, euonymus or something like that. Okay. Scoot over to here. Yes, and that's my fountain that we don't know where it's going yet. We have to figure that out still. Get the area ready. Okay. These are petunias from a year ago. Here's some nasturtium, more nasturtium. This right here is my passion vine. And I cut it completely back, as you can see, because it took up that whole fence. But then when we moved the trailer, we had to take the fence down. And, you know, it never was doing very well anyway. But it's all coming back rather nicely. Like, I'm really impressed. And it's actually got little babies. Look, all these little babies growing in there. So it reseeded all over the place. That'll be a full pot. Okay, petunias. Got a little variegated nasturtium. It's really pretty. Now let's back across this yard. Sure, I'm not walking poo because I haven't cleaned up yet. Put my little. Sorry, no dogs. No dogs, Basil. Let's see if I can stick those there. Well, okay, changes that have been made. One of the biggest changes is looking over this way. So we were able to finally plant stuff in this corner because we no longer have to open that gate for the fifth wheel, and we're going to replace that wood eventually so it'll match the new wood. But also, one of the things is right here in this round dirt area that's now part of the yard, that was my lavender crepe myrtle that I got a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. So I wanted to move that one because it always jutted out too far anyway. And then my bird bath was here. And that's the pink one that we dug out of Leo's yard, the pink crepe myrtle. So now I have, go slowly. So here's my lavender crepe myrtle. We replanted that over here. I'm hoping it'll do well. And after, of course, I realize I'm probably a little too close to that fence. Haven't quite pruned that one all the way. I've started, but then I started seeing new buds, so I stopped and thought, you know what, I'm just gonna see what it does. They say you don't have to prune a crepe myrtle. So, I mean, I don't, this bottom area is clean, so it's got the nice multi-trunks, which hopefully everything will go well with this one. I'm really praying it'll get enough sun and enough like air. So I'll have to kind of watch it throughout the year. Okay, so we'll start there, I guess. Crepe myrtle. I've got mums. And actually, that one's a purple mum. I believe I put maybe it's yellow. I don't remember. Anyway, so we've got daffodils, lots and lots of sweet peas. Oh, let me show you this white daffodil. It's so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that one. Oh, actually, so this is mum. These are salvias that I planted a year ago as little tiny 4-inch pots, and they didn't do so well, but look at that. They're coming back so nice and full. And this is when it reminds me how much I love perennials, and I just got to keep planting perennials and not get so discouraged when they look like horde, death that first year. Okay, I believe these are delphiniums. I just planted those, and these are bachelor buttons, and they kind of look like the weeds. All of these are weeds. It's so bad. I just have to spend a little bit of time out here, and we just got a little bit behind this year. Okay, so this area here was all banana plants. So the banana plants that were here, that's what went into the corner where the RV was. Or I'm sorry, the RV gate. So that's where those ones came from. Okay. So I moved one to this area because I wanted to balance, I wanted like a strong banana, balance, whatever, anchor on this side of the yard too. So we'll have cannas, pink cannas that will pop up here, there, and there. They'll have those really tall delphiniums, bachelor buttons, and these are all, everything in here so far, these are all perennial, which will be really nice. I don't really have my sprinkler set up real well yet because I keep moving things on Brad. Okay, look at this one. It's got like that double, versus these very traditional. And these are so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I planted these. We got those. I have a lot more that will be blooming. And look at this one. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Someone must be in the alley. Looks like I have some I think these are bachelor buttons that I put over here. And I just did the trimming yesterday, so I have a banana plant that I need to get rid of there. But you can see the cannas are coming in, and those are gonna be so pretty and pink. Love that pink and green over here. These are snapdragons, tall, beautiful tall ones. There's a little mum. Okay, let's see. Let's look at this crepe myrtle. So this is where it burned. We have pruned it. I don't know what to do with this one because I don't think it's gonna come back. I mean, I would love for it to, maybe, I don't know, maybe time. It was pretty much dead. Like when I saw new growth all over it, even after the fire, like there wasn't anything coming back. So maybe, I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe it just needs to get over its shock of being damaged. Oh, I don't know. I would love for it to grow back. It's a little unbalanced if it isn't, but it'll still be pretty. It'll get nice and bushy, I think, from just this side, hopefully. Okay. As you can see, I still have. So let's see. Oh, so pretty. And I have, it looks like some more that are trying to pop up. There's a little mum I just put there, bachelor's button there. There's some more. So these are those fortnight irises. And this was part of a ginormous plant that I divided out because it was right in front of my water fountain. And it just got so big. So I kind of spread them everywhere. I would really like to have nice hardy like bushes around this area. So if my dogs, eventually I would like to take this fence away over here. in this area to have it open to the yard, but we'll see. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, everything is a mess right now, like big time. Oh, I didn't go through here. Okay. These are my stones, we made last year. I haven't gotten any more made. It's just always something. Okay, so there's some foxglove. I decided to plant those. Found those at Bowles Nursery. And some primrose. Those will get like super tall. Those are supposed to be really, really tall. I hope that they get enough shade there. Looks like I have a delphinium planted right there. These little ones here are lisianthus, and I think they're blue lisianthus. Here's a freesia. I just got these yesterday, so I need to plant them in here. But you can see, this here is actually echinacea, and it didn't do well. That's, again, one, something I got on clearance. No, this one was planted from seed a couple years ago, and I don't know anything about it, but I'm thinking, like my other perennials that I usually buy on clearance, if I just leave them and not get discouraged, it's coming back nicely. I'm learning. Okay, look at these pretty purple ones. That's a first year bulb for me too. All the bulbs are first year, these little spring blooming ones. Okay, so this is a dill, and it's not real fragrant. It's not like the dill that hey, get away from that. Basil, cut it out. Little turd, she's gonna start eating my stuff because she wants me out. Okay, freesia, it smells like grape Kool-Aid. It smells beautiful. Look at that flower. I can't wait. I'll have to get those in the ground today, although it's supposed to rain, so we'll see. I have a dentist appointment in a little bit too. More mums. So this was all like filled pretty much with like 4 great big mum plants. That clearance plants started out as little tiny ones, and they just kept growing and growing, and I'll get a few years, a couple seasons. Hey, no dogs. No. She likes to chew on my blackberry bushes to get me out. No dogs. Stinker butt. Okay. Look at that pretty ranunculus. That I planted a couple years ago, and it's come back. Here's the mint. More scabiosa. Look at, that's the bloom. It's so pretty. This is actually a lantana in there. No dogs. No. Blueberry. Look at that. More sweet peas. No dogs. All sorts of snapdragons. I gotta move quick. She's being a turd. Okay, more sweet peas. I have to stake that up, but the wind is coming. All sorts of nasturtium and tomatoes in there. This is hey, stop. Margarita Bop. Something or other, I forget what it's called. Anyways, that should get really pretty flowers here as it gets hot. And then my pink canna's back there. Look at, I've got these peas on here. I pick these every day if I can. Yesterday I picked just like a butt ton. They're so good, and she knows that they're here. Look at. So she's waiting for me to give them to her. And she's such a turd. She's so smart. She'll sit there and bite my, chew on those blackberry bushes until I bring them to her. But she's listening right now. Good girl, Basil. Sit down and wait. Sit down. Look at all of these. And my dogs, they love these. They're so good. And honestly, it's one of the reasons why I plant them, because it's just a free treat for them. It's an enjoyable treat, honestly, to give them to them. And we'll hide these in the house and do their, their nose work. They love sniffing these out. Look at, when I got so many of these, it was 2 days ago that I filled up my pockets. So they're loving this, our cooler. This is definitely our winter crop. I wish I could grow these all year. I really wish I could. I think they're beautiful on these kettle panels. Okay, look at this big one in here. Okay, so I have lisianthus here too. It looks like that's a delphinium. I think any more peas, probably. Just wait, baby. Okay, more peas over here. These are those foxglove. Probably need to get this out of there. these are foxglove, primrose, and I think they're so pretty. I actually was reading something. Apparently primrose is a flower for February birthdays. Because I kind of was never really into primrose. I just thought they looked a little fake almost. Like they're just so bright and, you know, and now, I don't know, I saw them in Carlsbad when Brad and I stayed at the hotel, and they were so pretty in their pot. So that's when I thought, you know, they kind of look pretty. And then I saw that they were my birthday month, so I thought, may as well get some. They were really inexpensive. And they just kept getting bigger. Oh, and these are perennials, so they'll come back. They'll die after in the summer, and then I guess in the late, as we start cooling down again, they'll come back. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so this is my carrot garden. Oh, Basil is gonna be so happy to have a carrot. She loves these. Okay, oh, look at that. Oh, I pulled up a kale also. Well, the kale was planted. Where is the root to that? It's literally wrapped around. So this decorative kale was planted with the compost. Okay, I'm gonna just stick that right back there in the ground. I think it'll be fine. Oh, Basil! Look at the big fat carrot. Her favorite. Look at that big one. Oh, I know, I'm coming out, okay. Oh, this is my rose, so the rose standard. We've had this since, I don't know, since we first bought this house. We had 2 of them. We lost one a year ago because it was, you know, once we put that fountain in, it just always got so much water and it just wasn't good. Wanted to transplant it, didn't make it. So I pulled that one out, and I'll plant that somewhere. Anyways, this is looking into my, Megan was just out. She said that looks like a grave. It really does. I didn't even think about that. Even when she was saying it, I didn't know what she was talking about. Until after she left, I looked back and I'm like, yeah, you know what? That looks like a grave. Okay. Just wait. She's gonna try to jump up and get them. Okay, let me bring my little snapdragons in. No, this is mine. Probably has budworms on it. I've noticed that like the stalk and the snapdragons have little tiny worms all over them. Do we see anything? Oh, Breezy knows a good thing too. I know. Okay, just look at that. Oh, so much to do. And I've got to get this stuff out of my pool. Maybe, I think after the dentist appointment. Oh, also these ferns. Okay, I got these ferns. They're tree ferns, and they're native to Australia. So I have great hope after my bananas fill in and I have more of a canopy overhead that they'll do well. But I think I'm going to leave them in their pots for now to make sure. Okay, I'm going to zip through here real quick to show you the progress over here. Okay, there are my onions. They're going strong. Onions and serranos. I haven't done anything to them this year. I feel kind of bad, but oh well. They seem to be doing well. No. Okay, these are pots of potatoes. So those are potato pots. And then I have my rose. I got these bare root. And this is going to be a pink one. It's really beautiful. These are all very aromatic ones. I chose pink, lavender. The one back there is supposed to be, I believe, a pink also. But I don't think it survived. I think I waited too long or something. This is my little bear's lime tree. We got this on clearance at Lowe's, and it is getting blossoms all over it. Can you see? Those are blossoms. So we did a citrus tasting at White Forest Nursery. We didn't buy any trees, but we got to try them all to decide which ones we'd want. Back here, I think that little tree back there is a blood orange. I'm pretty sure it's blood orange. Okay, these are my climbing roses, and I think they're called pink perfuma or something like that. Oh, someone got my carrot. Basil. Oh, that little turd. It was going to be for her and you, but still, it was rude. Okay, I'll finish up this tour. So these little roses, I just got this little cage at Ross. It was $14.99. Megan convinced me it's only $14.99, even if I don't have, basically I didn't want to spend the money because I'm so used to my guys being able to make me stuff. So I may have them try to make something that matches that. So I'll have the two climbing, and they're in the matching pots, my Sam's Club pots that I got a year ago. Turns out they're like a fiber and concrete, and they crack. Like, it's, I don't know that I would buy those again. As pretty as they are, I love the look of them. I don't know that I'd buy them again. Yeah, and that's it. And this is that empty lot that we have now. There's one of the raised beds. I need to pull that one out that's back there. I'm gonna set them up next to each other, and then I'll have a cattle panel going from one to the other. And I don't know what I'll grow in it, but it'll be a nice little tunnel. Imagine right there on this side of the lean-to will be another garden lean-to for me. So I'll be able to move all my stuff over, and it'll probably have my vision is to have clear panels on top and on the side. So it'll be like a mini greenhouse. Say a little bit warmer, not heated of course out here, but yeah. And there's Basil. Basil, do you love your carrots? Okay, Breezy, how about some peas? Breezy, you want some peas? Yes. Oh, they love, eat your carrot. You can't just leave that. Here, okay, Breezy will have it. Here. Oh, she loves her veggies. They all do. Basil, look at Mama. Look at them pretty brown eyes. You're so pretty. Yes. All right, and that's it.